All right, sports fans, we're here with Coach Jeff Johnson of the Chipola Indian baseball teams. And Coach, big night last night, Monday, April 16th. Tell us what happened.
It was a big night for us, Brian. We went over and, we had 6 games left to clinch the conference, and sometimes that can be a scary thing because the kids, they feel like they got a little leeway there. But we ended up in a 3-3 game in the 8th, and Julio Carrion hit 3-run homer for us to kind of get us going, and we scored a few more after that. Ended up winning 10-5 to clinch the Panhandle Conference Championship.
Fantastic. And Carrion had a big night, 2 home runs on the night.
He did, and he's really come around and started swinging the bat a lot better for us here later in the year. He's made a couple of adjustments in his foundation, and he's seeing the ball a lot better and really become a punch for us in the middle of our lineup.
Fantastic. So conference champions, and we were looking at some numbers, Coach. You've been here 21 years. This is your 13th conference title, and we've won 7 out of the last 8, and we won 5 in a row. Pretty good numbers.
Says we had some good players.
That's right.
Some good players and some good assistant coaches, and it's something to tribute to our program to be consistently good that long. That's something in this league that's hard to do.
Right.
And very proud of our kids and proud of where we are in our program.
Right. And Coach, I just want to brag on you. 21 years. You've either won the conference championship or come in second and made it to the state tournament all but 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good run.
Yep, had a good run. Hope we keep it going.
Absolutely. Okay, so want to mention that tomorrow, Wednesday, April 18th, a big day here at Chipola Sports. We've got softball playing at 2 and 4, a doubleheader, and then you guys kick off at 5 o'clock on Wednesday. Playing Pensacola again.
Yeah, we played the same Pensacola team. This is our last game with those guys. And, Brian Llewellyn, it's kind of a funny story. Brian Llewellyn's the coach there. His dad, Dennis, was a first-round draft pick at Chipola back in the day. And Brian's doing a good job with those guys over there and a great young man. And you play, those guys are playing hard. There's no mess when you play them. They play the game the right way.
Right.
So got them here tomorrow night. And, we got, I think, 3 more conference home games, counting this one, and then we'll come back the following. It's May 4th, 5th, and 6th, and we got some teams coming in for the weekend there. But getting down to the end, so we get a crowd out here tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Want to talk about some individual leaders on your team. Andrew Grogan, 7-1 right now, pitching. Sanderson looks like he's pulled ahead. He's Philip Sanderson's 8-1 on the year, and then somebody that we haven't heard a whole lot from, Jose Vazquez is 6-0 on the year.
Yeah, he is. Andrew and Philip have kind of carried us throughout the year, and going into yesterday, I told our coaches we were going to kind of start planning our pitching rotation and our plan out a little bit more. So went into yesterday's game, we were going to throw Grogan, Andrew 5 innings, and then throw 2 relievers for 2 apiece. Jack Dellinger and Vasquez threw 2 apiece yesterday. Just need to give them some more work and try to lessen the load on those starters to kind of let their arms get back underneath them for the state tournament. And we'll do the same thing with Philip tomorrow night. Wednesday, he'll go 5 innings. They're about 60 to 70 pitches, whichever comes first, and then we'll put the bullpen in at that point. And that's one great thing about clinching a little early.
Yeah, you can
work some people and lessen the load on your workhorses as well.
Absolutely.
But Jose Vasquez has really come on for us, and he's a guy early in the year we really were dependent on. His command wasn't as good as early as we wanted it to be, but he's really kind of started to come into his own. He's got a great arm and great stuff, and we'll need him down the road if we're going to be successful.
Yeah. Okay. And it seems like we're always talking about the same hitters. Guzman batting .456 with 13 home runs on the year.
Yeah, they're pitching him pretty careful right now, and he doesn't get a lot to hit. And now some people are challenging him a little bit, but he's been in that mode of people are pitching around me, so he's got to get back in the mode of people pitching to him when they do. And the rest of our hitters have a lot to do with that as well. The guys behind him have to be successful and for him to get pitched to. So he's still doing well. We need him to get hot and get going here down the stretch. And and then Ed Montamerican,
.451.
He's still doing well for us also and swinging it. So those guys have been the bell cows, and Francisco Urbaez have been our guys in the middle of the lineup all year for us.
Urbaez batting .366, and then carry on. 2 home runs last night again, and then eight overall. So doing a great job.
Yeah, Julio's really making a difference in the middle of our lineup right now. He's a great defender. Really can play defense, and he's got the physical statute and the physical tools. When you see him, you think he's a baseball player. Now that bat's starting to show he's a player.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so Coach, we're headed to the state tournament on May 11th, and we're going to play the runner-up of the Southern Conference, which looks like it's going to be Broward, Miami-Dade, or possibly
Palm Beach.
West Palm.
You know, they're all three of those teams are very quality clubs, and they got a battle going in right now. Miami-Dade's 2 games up, I think, with about 5 to go. And Broward's in second, and Palm Beach hadn't played as many games. They're in third, so it's going to be a dogfight to see who comes out of that. It looks right now, you know, like it might be Broward or Palm Beach in the runner-up spot, but I don't know exactly how many games they play head-to-head, which can make a big difference there.
So definitely going to face some good competitors when we get.
You know, no doubt. You know, just looking at our state this year, it's very competitive at the top, and you know we've been fortunate to play a bunch of these guys during the non-conference part of the schedule, and you know we're gonna have our work cut out for us this time to get out there and get to Grand Junction. But it's just a tribute to our state, the quality of baseball that we have in our state.
Right.
And I think if you looked at the top 5 teams in the NJCA rankings last week, 3 of the top 5 were the state of Florida, State College of Florida, Santa Fe, and us.
So it could be just as tough to win the state championship as to win the national tournament.
I think so. You know, Texas is loaded this time. You know, San Jack and McLennan are really good, and Grayson as well. But you know, there's some quality teams. And if you get out of our state, you know, you got a great opportunity to be successful at the World Series. We all know that. And you know, we'll go down there. You know, we start on May the 11th. Our first game down there at 4:00 Eastern time, and so we got some time. We got to get better in these next 2-3 weeks and to be able to get out of there alive.
And is that still at Joker Marchant Stadium?
It is.
It's in what city?
It's in Lakeland.
In Lakeland. Okay. All right.
It's the Tiger Spring Training Park.
Okay. All right. So and again, a beautiful park and a great place to see some baseball.
You know what? They renovated it last year, and it's really nice now. And you know the upgrades they did were really good on the surface and the surroundings.
Super. Well, we wish you the best of luck there, Coach. Again, we want to mention Wednesday, April 18th, a big day. We've got softball at 2 and 4, baseball at 5 o'clock. And then Monday, we're going to play Saturday. Saturday, we're hosting Northwest on Saturday the 21st at 1 o'clock. And then Monday is our last home conference game with Gulf Coast, Monday, April 23rd at 5 o'clock. And that's going to be our sophomore night, right?
Yeah, we'll recognize our sophomores on Monday night, and you know, hopefully get a good crowd out here on Saturday as well. Tomorrow night will be a big game as well, but Saturday, you know, will be a good afternoon game. Weather looks like it'll be great on Saturday, so you know, hopefully we'll get a good crowd to show these guys some appreciation for what they've done.
Right, and then after conference season is over, we're going to play a few, I guess you call them keeping hot games. We're going to host St. John's River and LSU Eunice for a couple of games to
we
just
do,
keep us going.
And whoever comes in second in our league, I've already talked with Tallahassee and Pensacola. They're going to come over as well, and even Wallace Dothan wants to come down and play a
That's
game.
great.
So, you know, instead of us getting finished and having a 2-week period of not playing at all, this kind of helps keep us rolling and keep us going and getting ready to go. All these teams are quality clubs too, so it'll be a big bunch of good baseball and a big weekend for us.
Right. All right. I want to talk about something that's happening this afternoon. Again, we're talking to you on Tuesday, April 17th. We're having a big signing, and go ahead and put your athletic director hat on. We've got 13 student athletes signing this afternoon with Division I colleges.
Well, this shows you, what Chipola is, and that's what the kids come here for. They come to win championships, and they come here to move to the next level. And, academically, they got to get their things in order there to make that happen. And our administration and the people that help us academically do a great job of helping move them on.
Right.
And, when you have that type of number, and that's not even counting, some other young lads that are still waiting to do it that haven't made decisions yet. So, I know on the baseball end of it, we've probably got 3 or 4 more that are signed later on, and I know some basketball and softball as well do. But to have 13 going today, that's a tribute to our program and our coaches.
And talking about baseball, Philip Sanderson is going to the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, and then Alex Webb going to Jacksonville State University. Is that the one in Alabama?
Yes, yes, it is. And Link Jarrett's a local guy from Tallahassee, and he's a little younger than I was. He played at Florida State, played at Florida High, and I've known him for a long time. He's a head coach at Greensboro and doing a great job up there, so that'll be great. And then Alex is going up. Coach Case at Jacksonville State, they're doing a great job up there as well. He's going up there as close to home for him as well.
Right. Remember last year there were only 4 teams 4 colleges in the country that had 10 or 11 draft picks, and we were one of them that had 11 draft picks.
We had 10 guys who were playing last year. Then we had a guy named Tyler Osick,
Uh-huh.
who had played for us the prior year, who had Tommy John and was sitting out and working out with us. And kind of a funny story on Tyler, he was hitting, and UCF was here to see Brody Wofford,
Uh-huh.
and I was over talking to the coach, and he was like, "We need another hitter." I said, "Well, you need to look at Osick a little bit too." I said, "You know, he's coming off Tommy John." Told him the story.
Right.
Well, they ended up signing Osick. He was the AAC Player of the Week for UCF this week for the second time this year.
Fantastic.
I think he's leading the country, tied in the country in RBIs right,
Uh-huh.
or tied for the league lead in RBIs right now. UCF doing a great job, and just proud of him as well right now. I've been texting with him earlier today.
Right,
so
right.
Just you know, he sat out, had some issues. You know, you don't ever know where you can go after that injury, and he's come back from it very well.
Right. So a lot of big decisions, especially for baseball players this time of year, trying to decide whether to go to college, whether to wait for the draft, or how much money, all that kind of stuff.
No doubt. How good you play determines all that.
Exactly. But what we're hoping is that they will play very, very good in the state tournament and represent us well, win there, and go on to the national tournament and have a chance to defend.
Well, it'd be nice. You know, we got, like I said earlier, we got a lot of work to do. This team, we're not as fundamentally sound as we need to be right now in any of the phases.
Right.
I think we have the ability, if we'll get it in our mind and work hard these next 3 to 4 weeks to get us where we need to be, we have a chance. And
Right.
And you know, it's just if you ever go to Grand Junction, being out there is one thing, just to be in that environment. But winning a couple of times, that's something special.
That's a
and
big
and
deal.
you know, hopefully we can get back and have a chance to, like you said, defend it.
Right. All right, Coach. Well, doing a great job, and look forward to all the games coming up and doing good at the state tournament.
Thank you guys for doing this. I know it's a hit around, and appreciate you guys.
All right.